we got to. We're not done. We're just still cleaning it up. Firewall's a lot smoother than it was. Still got some stuff to address on there, but that's the fun about them, right? You get to do them while you drive them. Engine looks a lot better. Still wish I could find a B-model distributor at a decent deal. There's a little bit of exhaust leak at the high connection down here. Need to address that, but I put new exhaust gaskets and all that good stuff on here. Check this out. You don't see these often. That's a Ford. You can see the Ford. I'm not going to touch it because it'll light you up. Anyway, that's a Ford clear distributor cap. You can see the spark going on in there. Well, lit me up right there. Told you. Better watch out for that sucker. I need to clean up the reels and all that junk too. I'll get that done as we get the firewall completed, but right now pretty happy with how it turned out. Check out those big and littles. Man, those Firestones. It's so cool. And it's dirty. I just drove through the mud. This car gets driven with the driver. I made that little straight shoot side top there. I need some hubcaps. I can't figure which ones I want to go with just yet, so I'm leaning toward the like the B model 32 caps that just have the little 3 rings around them, the ridges, ribs, fins, whatever you want to call them. But definitely looking forward to cruising this thing this summer. Got a little bit of a mist going on somewhere right there, but you guys think I want to go for a ride? I mean, it's raining a little bit, still misting a little. I haven't taken it for a ride. I went through this carburetor, and I got a little bit of an issue inside the carb. I'm not even sure what the valve is called. I mean, or the jet is called that I got the issue with, but it's on this side of the carb. For you guys that know these old Zeniths, right here, this jet that goes right through here, the threads were stripped out on the inside of the carb, and the best way I could see fit to get it adjusted, or to get it in there to where I need to hook up my mechanical advance, but the only way I could see to get the jet back in there was to cut a little piece of aluminum soda can and sleeve that threaded area and just screw the jet back down in there. It's a long jet, about this long. Threads are up top. I maybe, like I said, I took a piece of Coke can and maybe 1/2 inch wide by just long enough to wrap around and kind of seal in there. So that may be my issue. This carb just might not, you know, be able to be adjusted like that and just tuned finely, because I might be still getting some seepage around that jet. I got a hole in my overflow right there too, the tube for the radiator, and that's where that water's coming from, if you see it shifting. And try to get my thumb any further in that sand than I did, but at least I still got it running. So I've managed to shock myself and almost whack my thumb off while we've been out here, so let's don't do that. Let's take a ride. How about that? See how it runs. It's the first drive after I've done all this work to it. Let's see. Coming to stops, you know, I had an issue. I think I had the float off. Had an issue of it wanting to die whenever I'd come to a stop. This is where we're going to be doing our motor mornings meetups at, starting this month. I think on the, is it the 17th maybe, whatever that Saturday is. We're going to be meeting up down here having some coffee, getting to know each other, and then go on a little cruise. You know, maybe an hour there and an hour back. Have lunch, cruise out to have lunch somewhere, see some, you know, some nice roads, some scenery, and then we're going to be kind of moseying on down to the cruise in and cruise in and I went to reverse for some reason, not even thinking about what I was doing. I cruise in down in Howell's Crossroads, which is just down at the foot of our mountain here. And let me get out and get this camera out and show you what we got going on here. So, this is called Chimney Park. This is our neighborhood park. It's like, you know, a mile down the road from us at the max. Beautiful, a lot of area for cars, trucks, motorcycles, maybe even some swap meet stuff going on. There's the chimneys right there, if you can see 1, 2, and they got a split in the middle. And we'll walk over here and check it out, show you what we got going on. I think I'm gonna dial on that carburetor just a little bit more in a minute. This is the time of year you gotta look out for creepy crawlies such, but check that out. There's a creek down there. There's some old growth trees, big old hemlocks and other species we have out here. There's some big leaf magnolia trees that run down by the creek that are beautiful. And this is just a really pretty area. And I think we got plenty of space. We got a concession stand, a pavilion. There's some bathrooms up there. I think we can have a good time out here. I talked to Big Ridge Coffee, and they're roasting our coffee and getting ready to send it to us. So we're gonna have some good coffee and good people. Continue driving this around a little bit and just tuning it up, you know, trying to get the carburetor dialed in. I think usually those things are, I think they usually like to be around a turn and a half, turn 3/4, you know, 3/4 turn, whatever. Gav, which is your mixture off idle, needs to be about, you know, that's bottomed out at a 1/4 turn out. You can tell as you're driving how your tune is, so you do your adjustments. I think it's pretty cool too. I can't get over how much quieter this thing is than it used to be. Y'all drive your A through the mud. It just gets a little muddy over here. I think they're going to be bringing some gravel out and kind of fixing this spot right here, which is just kind of some bare rock. But if your car is high like mine, knob on going over this stuff. Let it creep on. Now we're hoping it ain't gonna be rainy on our first motor morning. But if it is, we're still going to meet up. We'll meet up under here, under the pavilion, and have some coffee and talk about what we're doing. Trying to get a plan for the rest of the year. This is our first one, kind of a, I guess it'd be like an experimental run. We've never done this before. We want to, because we want to start getting involved with all the gearheads and people who like old cars in our area. Because we love them. Thing's running way better. Still amazing to me that you could drive a 93-year-old engine around like this. You know, it's a 93-year-old engine in a 94-year-old car. All the chassis components. Changed the rear diff fluid, changed the transmission fluid, did oil change on the engine. that it tells you can't drive in the rain or stop good on bias lines, lies. You just gotta drive sensible. You know, we were running 35 plus mile an hour. Are you okay? Non-synchro tranny. Check it out. It didn't work right. If you hit them just right, you can pump the gas just a little and it'll downshift through it. These things are so high off the ground, there's no ground clearance issues. Brakes get a little wet. I probably need to adjust them. They're not super low or nothing, but runs pretty good now. Our alternator's charging. Everything's doing pretty good. Not too bad. I gotta clean this thing up.